Hi there, it's the Divine Miss Mikki. Yes, you can see I'm not at home, and if you watched the video I did on talking with Wallaville Australia Hotel spirits, this is the Wallaville Hotel. It's a very little community and town in Queensland. There's a hotel, there's a general store, and there's farms around, some houses, but it's very tiny. And the people that I know here are really lovely. I mean, anywhere you go, you're going to get people that maybe not so good, but yeah, on a whole, I love this place. You can hear that I'm a little bit choked. It's gone cold here. Winter has decided to say, okay, I'm here. I mean, it's not meant to start for like, just over a week. We're still in the last month of autumn, which is fall in some countries. But it's gone cold. I don't like cold, and it closes my throat up, and it's like, no, I want to be warm. I'm a wuss like that. Definitely a warm climate girl. So, I have said to the spirits here, and they're lovely. I like being around them. I feel no fear, no harm, just a calmness, a gentle calmness. And it's like there was a time, and there still is, but there was just so much happiness. I'm getting messages right through now. It wasn't always that happy, but that's the hardship of working on the land, of working with people who work on the land, and the hardships when times are tough. And there were tough times. But we made the best of it, and we came together in general as a community. Some struggled, and we lost some. But this is life. And some of us no longer have that life, but we're still here. That was nice. Okay. Well, thank you. I'll try and remember it. Yes, okay. I can't remember what I saw today. I was watching one of the shows, and one of the things that came up might have been on Danny Shea. Maybe it was when I was watching Danny Shea. I don't know, I was watching quite a few today. I was making a lot of healing balm, so I put something on it. I'd be in the little kitchen, which was only like about one bench away, So very small space, open. But while I was making a whole heap of healing balms for some friends, and I was listening, and something that hit me was about false ego. Now, some people, they can give an air of confidence. Some people give an air of insecurity. Some people can appear aloof. They can appear arrogant, superior, inferior. We all have the way we come across. But sometimes it's not the way it really is. And sometimes people come across as very ego-driven. But is it really ego? Is it really arrogance? Or is it fear? Fear can be the basis for a lot of things. And people put a bravado on. I think I've spoken before about a dear friend, Jackie, who I met in a park. She had her girls there, and we got talking, and she seemed very aloof, but I was very drawn to talk more to her. And we got to know each other, and she was a very lovely, loving, caring, very sensitive soul who was also very damaged from abuse. And unfortunately, one of her abusers was living with her, and that was her mother. I met her mother. I had a few run-ins with her mother because I was not going to be spoken to rudely. And but I also had good conversations with her. And but the thing with Jackie was, it was all a front. The aloofness was her protection. And sometimes people put on that air of confidence because they're trying to show that they are confident. Yet it's a front. Now, I'm not saying that all people who have confidence aren't confident, because confidence can be real. I know that now in life, in myself, I feel a confidence that I haven't had before. I found that side in me, that confidence in me, that truth in me. It was a hard, long road to get there because I didn't have a lot of guidance. Because whilst I had a lot of books and there were a lot of things around, I wasn't feeling it because the blockage for me was trauma. And trauma is something that you cannot sweep under the carpet. You sweep it under the carpet and it's going to keep building up and up, and it's going to keep tripping you up. And it did that with me. And then I made a decision that it was time to deal with the trauma. And the further I got in and the further I was dealing with things, the more certain aspects of my life fell apart. Because instead of being good for me, came the realization that it was not good for me, that it was not a positive thing, and that I was having the trauma constantly reappearing. I was being triggered a lot. So when we start healing ourselves of our trauma, we can find out that we lose people around us because we're moving forward. Those that walk with us are the ones that are there for the next stage of our journey. And that's good. And those not, let them go. Because this is your path, not theirs. They have their own. So as you come out of your trauma, you're moving into confidence. Confidence in yourself, in your ability, in your beliefs, in your voice. It's all coming out. And that's a good thing. That's a wonderful thing. Because in finding your voice, in finding your truth, in healing your mind, body, soul that has been traumatized, in healing that inner self, that inner child, you move forward. And that creates peace and harmony. I actually just did a daily reading where that was a big theme. Working with harmony, creating the law of attraction, of bringing that in. But in order for that to be genuine, you have to heal what kept you from that. And it can be a long road. It can be a short road. We're all individuals. For me, it started off a very long road. And then it quickened. I've used a lot of healing frequencies. I talk about them a lot, I know, because they're brilliant. And so while I was doing EMD therapy, I was also using trauma healing therapy, like frequencies. I'm trying to think of the ones. There's so many out there. I know I did some from Good Vibes, Ninad, sound healers. I've started listening to a few Neo-Wake. No, was it Neo-Wake or Spy Fuel? No, Neo-Wake. Frequency Heals. Sapien Medicine has some very, very good ones. Bioresonance. They are brilliant. You have to be prepared that apart from the meridians cleansing, which is awesome, apart from that, the rest are frequency. And it can be difficult to take, but they're short, 15 minutes. And the high pitch is only for about 5 minutes at the end. You turn it down so that you can just hear it. And it's okay to play something else as well that softens the blow, as long as the frequency is still getting in. And I'm blown away by how good bioresonance is. I'm blown away by all of them. So, do we walk with the false front and people not see the real person, the real soul? Or do we choose that we will no longer have a false front? That's a choice. Take away the need to protect yourself. Comes with healing. Now, of course, comes to the point in astrology, and this is where it gets interesting, because in astrology, we have the sun sign we're born under. For me, I'm a Leo. In Western and Vedic astrology, I'm a Leo. Can't you tell with the hair? The mane? But when it comes to a rising sign, I'm Pisces. Again, in Vedic and Western. Purely. And so the rising sign is how others perceive you. It's like in numerology. In numerology, what I was taught is what would be a rising sign in astrology is your personality number. That is what you project to the outside world. Now, I've done quite a number of charts, and it's normal for people to have their inner self, which is called heart's desire, to have the inner self number different to the personality number. But when in a chart where the numbers are exactly the same, what you see is what you get. Where there can be any difference is where astrology comes into it. So the best example is myself, I guess. I have the sun, the Leo. That is my sun, because Leo is ruled by the sun. I'm more towards the end of the sign. I share a birthday with Patrick Swayze. Is that not good? And Robert Redford. Even better. But I have the attributes of the Leo. I also have the attributes of the Pisces, but it's the Piscean energy that people tend to see more, which sometimes is to their detriment, because they think, oh, well, she's a bit wishy-washy, and then they somehow realise, no, she's not. Well, she roars. Not often. I'm a more passive Leo. I'm out there, yay, let's live life, let's be zen, let's be calm. I'm that sort of Leo. Yes, I'm theatrical at times. I love performing. I love singing. I'd love to get back in the theatre again one day, but I don't think I've got the time right now. Things are happening. I'm waffling again. But I think you get the idea of what I wanted to say, because, yeah, the ego versus false ego. Confidence can be genuine, but one thing I find is, look in a person's eyes. Do the eyes match the words? Do the eyes match the tone? Do the eyes match the arrogance? I've seen people talk about love, but their eyes are saying something different. I've seen people very arrogant, very, I know what I'm on about. But when I look in their eyes, I see a lot of insecurity, a lot of fear. I have to be tough. But then I have seen people where, yeah, the eyes match the attitude. And good and bad. But that's life. And I make the choice as to who I will keep around me. And I trust my gut feeling. And that's the thing as well. When you meet someone, trust your initial gut feeling. If your gut feeling is like, something's not right here, trust it. We are given intuition for a reason. We still have that connection for a reason. It's to help us navigate and learn and grow and keep us safe. So I'm going to leave it at that, because I think maybe I need to get some sleep, because it could be an early start. I'm going to watch this back and the other one, because I don't know whether we've got any visitors, because like the last time I did a video here and we had a visitor, very, very quick, fleeting. I've said they can sit and they can join in, and they're welcome to. Actually, I'm feeling someone here. Hello. Oh, okay. I don't know if anything's showing up. I won't know at all, but I'm just feeling some energy at the back there. I said the kids can come and join in as well. It's nice for them to think that they're not seen as something to fear, because most of the time the ghosts that walk around are not something to fear. They're just no longer in the physical body. Sometimes they wanted to stay where they are. Sometimes they stayed because they died quickly and they don't know to leave. There can be many reasons. But if they're at calm and at peace, there's nothing to fear. Most of them are. I have experienced a more negative one many, many years ago. And I didn't know much then. I didn't know about white lighting. I didn't know about souls. I was very naive. There was a part of me that, I think there was a part of me that kind of knew, but I didn't consciously know. So I guess that was one of those things. But in general, my experience has been wonderful. I've got some great guides, and they work with my humour. They do tell me off sometimes. Why would anyone tell me off? I mean, look at this face. Would anyone tell me off? I don't know. So, you know me. There's always going to be some humour in any of my videos. Serious, I can be serious, but you've got to have fun. So, I am waffling on a bit because I want to give them the chance to be able to be seen. I want them to have their time being part of the physical world, and this is one way, as well as teaching others not to fear. I'm sitting here and I know that I've got at least one here. I feel it. And it's nothing to fear at all. Nothing. And they like it. In general, the spirits like it when we have this communication, this connection. Because they were here in the physical. They've been in the physical body. Now they're not, but they're still here. on that note, if you like this video, please share, subscribe. I said like, didn't I? Yeah. Share, subscribe, like. Must be getting late. It helps the channel grow. It gets it out so that more people can see the video. And to me, and I started this because my thought, and I felt that even when we're doing readings, anything, if one person can turn their life around, and I can help them do that from my own experience or from what Spirit is saying, if one person, if that's all it is, one person that changes their life, wow, how awesome is that? And that's where we need to feed those hungry little algorithms by doing the like, share, subscribe. No pressure though. I want to make that very clear. I will not pressure anyone. I'm just very grateful for the support. Yes, I want this to get out to more, but the right people will come along as well. And I'm extremely grateful for the support I have. Oh yeah, and remember to comment. I love hearing comments. I love it. I won't be loading this till probably tomorrow night. Because it depends if I'm doing anything with my granddaughter for her birthday. But I love your comments. And on that note, I'm going to bid you adieu. I'm going to look back at this and see if they manage to be a part of this. It's no longer here. The feeling's gone. But that's okay. On that note, I am sending you so much love. Till the next time. Bye for now. Bye. Bye.